Hey guys, welcome back once again to Breath of Fire. When we last left off, Nina had been captured by the wizard Karma, and they can't get to her because of the fact that he has a special poisonous gas that only affects those with wings, which thankfully we don't have wings. No, we have a sword. And what we're going to do now is, actually, I'm going to make one quick pit stop before we leave. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go outside. And that's where the rescue party is waiting. Basically, their plan is to distract... Let's see... Can Nina equip the arm pad? I don't remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy this chainmail and then equip it. The chainmail is something like similar to the longsword. It's there, but they're actually, for balance purposes, banking on that 2,000 coins is a little high, a little rich for your blood. So we hop on this soldier's back. They all turn into birds, and what we're going to do is those three birds are going to act as decoys while we break through. But, like I said, none of this happens in the manga. Those are Dark Dragon clansmen. And that's what I meant about, oh look, they're fighting. Oh, they're bumping into each other. That's a hellacious fight, you guys. And the design on this tower totally looks like a Space Invader to me. Now, this is a good time to save because we're coming up on a boss battle here. And while this boss is definitely not hard, you still want to save. And of course, in our party, we have soldier number 3. He's even more powerful than... He's physically the most powerful of the 3 soldiers. But we don't have him in our party that long. So, you know, it's not that it really matters. Sorry, I just had lunch right before this episode. Still burping up a little bit of pizza. Trying not to burp loudly into the microphone. It's proving difficult. Yeah, the place I had lunch at is this place called Larry's. They do a lot of specialty pizza. Like, Zards. New enemy. I probably should have used the E key, since I can't physically do any more damage than that. But, no, he's got lots of, really good... Oh, the Rang. If you've ever played any Dragon Warrior game, then you'll be, familiar with how a boomerang works, but as you can see, it's a lot weaker than the longsword. Of course, the difference is, of course, that the Rang hits all enemies on the screen. Actually, I think I'm gonna... It's really not that big of a difference. So if you did not buy the longsword, you would actually end up with an almost comparable weapon at this point in the game. I'll show you the Rang. The Rangs are really good for really good for random battles. In fact, Ryu's ultimate weapon is, while not technically, it's not his ultimate weapon, but for all intents and purposes, his ultimate weapon is a Rang. And it's really easy to get to. All the best equipment in this game is like insanely easy to get. Nothing, you don't have to do anything out of the way. like say in Final Fantasy X, where you have to get like 0 seconds on a chocobo race. But this game, totally, they just basically give it to you. Fight the Wizard of Karma. This guy is a piece of cake. Soft, moist, chocolatey cake. Don't bother physically attacking him, just use the Earth key every time. And you probably just heard, that was my, I have a Gmail notifier. Someone just posted a comment to one of my videos. That's the only thing you really gotta watch out for is his spells, although they are rather weak. I don't think any of his spells do more than 15 points of damage. But that's why you don't want to physical attack him, because of the fact that he just continuously does that whole... Oops. Wrong thing. So go ahead and use an herb. Yeah, if you lose to this boss, you're pathetic. He spends most of his time raising his defense, and while you're spending most of your time using the Earth Key to incredibly damage him. Eternal Life Potion, and we get the Remedy! Thank you! And she collapses and we carry her upstairs, and we just magically get out of here. And by magically, I mean we ride on the back of a giant bird. I'm not sure, but I think that is actually the same exact sprite they use in Breath of Fire 2. It looks identical to me. I mean, I would have to obviously do them side by side to really know, but that looks identical to me. Of course, he's doing the whole flight path thing. Oh look, we're going to take the scenic route back where we need to go. And of course, she runs straight up. It was Ryu's bravery that saved Nina. Yes, most of them say that. So where we want to go is actually in here to check on the king. Did you say something different? Yes, pretty much all the NPCs either say it was Ryu's bravery that saved Nina or thank you for all you've done. They may say something different after we save the king, but... If you look closely, he's got little, like, crosses where his eyes should be. That or he's wearing a lot of mascara. He's jumping on his bed now to show Nina that he's okay. And right there is Ryu speaks. I think that's the only thing he says in the entire game, other than the whole Sarah thing when he's asleep down there. Be careful. Awesome. Once a character officially joins your party and it goes, so-and-so joins your party, with one little short exception, they never leave your party. Unlike, say, Breath of Fire 2, where you have Rand for a little while and then he leaves your party, or Bo leaves your party, or in Breath of Fire 3, when you know, the whole thing with Rey, and then you become an adult and then you have to regather all your party members. They don't do that in this game. Pretty much Nina's, I'm stuck with Nina for a long time. Is there anything she can use the suede helmet? I thought she couldn't use the suede helmet. Okay. So we're just gonna put the suede helmet on. Okay then. That's really all I wanted to do out here. Now I'm going to show you where the tunnel is. Tunnel is back here. It's underneath the castle. That must make travel and commerce really, really hard. Well, no, not really, because they can turn into birds, can't they? Huh. And speak of being able to turn into birds, like, how did her falling in love with one person completely decimate their entire bloodline? What kind of incest must have been going on for that to happen? I don't think it was her falling in love with Ryu. I think it was all the incest. Anyway, we come to a new area. That forest right there actually is mildly important, but we can't get in there right now. There's a giant tree blocking the way. It will actually say as much if you try to go up there to enter the forest. It says, oh, there's a giant tree blocking the way. The Rang is quite useful for taking out multiple enemies. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a marble just so I have enough time to get to the next area. The enemies start to change right about this area right here. Oh, what is this? We have 2 villages. And I probably could have actually gotten here without using the marble. Oh look, it's wolf people. This is Tantar. We are the Forest Clan. Let's see. The scythe is useful if you didn't buy the longsword. It's an upgrade from the Rang, but you can't sell the Rang, so, you know. Oh, damn. I wasted my money. Oh, it was just 200 coins. No big deal. Bandana. That's right, I bought the chainmail, didn't I? And the rest of it should be okay. Gauntlet's the same. Welcome to Tantar, the Forest Clan. Now, what you want to do here is go down here and talk to this blacksmith. Now, if you grab the iron ore like you were supposed to, he'll make you a saw. This'll be quick. In fact, it's done. Now, you can actually go into these buildings and talk to the people. And what they say mostly is that they talk about the Northwest Forest and things like that. And how there's no water. And how there's a port to the south, but the Dark Dragons, not only did they block the river with a giant boulder, they have destroyed the bridge to the town down south where there's a boat. And so they're in a bit of a pickle. Anyway, next time we'll finish exploring Tantar and Tuntar, and hopefully we'll put a stop to this Dark Dragon nonsense. My name is Treble, and I will see you later.